Hello students, today we will start our new chapter, that is amines. So first of all we will discuss what is meant by amines. Amines are very important chemical compounds which belongs to actually organic chemistry. This is very important chapter. What are amines? Amines, these are actually derived from ammonia. As per the definition, amines are formed by replacement of hydrogen atom in ammonia. NH3, that is ammonia. From that, hydrogen atoms are replaced by some other alkyl groups, maybe aryl groups, and the respective compounds formed are known as amines. There are basically two types of amines. The first category is aliphatic amine and the second category is aromatic amines. And in aromatic amines also two types of amines will be there, are aryl amines and alkyl amines. Let us see here. Aliphatic, that means the alkyl group is used for replacement of hydrogen atom in ammonia. If I take an example, suppose if I have NH3, in this one hydrogen atom is replaced, so what you will get here, NH2, and one bond which is free, that is actually replaced by any alkyl group, CH3, or this can be written in this form, CH3NH2. So what is that? One alkyl group which is replacing one of the hydrogen atom from ammonia. So it is your aliphatic amine, and the name I will give it is methyl. So methyl amine. If I use replacement of two hydrogen atoms, suppose if it is CH3 NH and one more hydrogen atom is replaced by methyl, so two alkyl groups are there. So here I can name it as 2-methyl, so it is dimethyl amine. Similarly, if the third hydrogen atom is also replaced with an alkyl group, so it is CH3. Let us see this. It is one more, if it is replaced, then CH3, N, CH3 and CH3. So 1, 2, 3. So its name will be tri. All are methyl, so methyl amine. So dear students, on the basis of on the basis of number of alkyl groups connected to an amine, ammonia group, how we can differentiate them? Since here only one alkyl group was used, it is your primary amine. Two alkyl groups were there, so it is secondary amine, and three alkyl groups were there, so it is your tertiary amine. So that was about aliphatic amines. Now we have to discuss aryl amines. Aryl word is used for aromatic groups. If it is NH3, from this one is reduced, it will become 2. If here I am connecting one benzene group, you know very well that benzene group connected with NH2, with that is aniline. And since here only one benzene group is connected, one aromatic group is connected, so this will be your primary amine. If one more hydrogen atom is replaced, so this will be like this. So it is your tertiary amines, and the name will be diphenylamine. If the third is also replaced, then it is your tertiary amine. That is 1, 2, 3. 3 phenyl groups were connected in amine, so it is your triphenylamine. So here also these are classified either as primary, secondary or tertiary amines. Now we will see the examples of alkyl. It is very clear. For aromatic and alkyl for alkyl groups are there. So it means the type of amines in which aliphatic as well as aromatic, both type of groups are available. If I give an example, suppose ring with this an alkyl group. Suppose if it is ring having methyl, methyl means then it will be your toluene. If from this one hydrogen atom is reduced and here NH2 group is connected, you can see it in other way also, that अमोनिया लिया, अमोनिया में से एक हाइड्रोजन को कम करके आपने उसमें एक अल्काइल ग्रुप जोड़ दिया. So this will be the best example for alkyl, and the name will be here. This is your benzyl part. So this is your benzyl amine, and since only one alkyl part is connected, so it is your primary amine. If I add this type of two groups, this is NH, CH2, that means two alkyl groups I have connected. So this will be your diphenyl, not diphenyl, it is your dibenzyl. It was one benzyl, so you have two benzyls, so dibenzyl amine. So you can say that it is your secondary amine. Likewise, only if one more hydrogen atom is replaced with one more group, then it will be your tertiary amines. Okay, now we will see the orbital picture of an amine. I am taking one example here, nitrogen, with which three alkyl groups, methyl groups are connected. So in this compound, it is what? It is your trimethylamine, because three methyl groups were connected in an amine. What you can see in this structure? The nitrogen, which is having atomic number 7. So the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2 within this 2p3 and 2p2, both were involved in bonding. What we can see here, one lone pair is available with nitrogen and 3 electrons. These are in paired form with methyl groups. In this, what you can see here, that the 3 orbitals 1, 2 and 3, these 3 orbitals are forming sigma bonds with methyl groups. Since here it is 3 methyl amine, so it is methyl groups were there. If it is ammonia itself, then what we can say, that the bonding was with hydrogen atom. Here one lone pair is available. In this case, we can say that the hybridization stage is sp3 and the geometry will be pyramidal. Normally the angle must be in here the angle is less than 109.5 degree. What is the reason behind this? The reason is due to the presence of lone pair, the force of repulsion will be there and these arms will be a little bit bent inside, and the angle is not exactly 109.5 degree, but it is lesser than that, and in this case the bond angle will be 108 degree. So can we pause the video to note it down? Now let us discuss about the methods of preparation of amines. The first method is by reduction of nitro compounds. Here we will take this outlook of this reaction. A compound having nitro group, R where it is, that is alkyl, maybe any alkyl nitro group or aryl nitro group. In this, when the reduction is done, either it is done in the presence of nickel element or ferrous in presence of HCl. This method is mostly preferred because here once you use this, it will provide us hydrogen atom, and there initially we had to use ferrous and HCl, because once the ferrous chloride is formed, here the hydrolysis takes place and it releases HCl during the reaction. So again and again we don't have to add HCl in order to carry out the reduction process. So we'll see an example. Suppose if it is here CH3NO2, nitromethane is there. Here we will perform reduction in presence of ferrous and HCl. It will provide you 6 hydrogen atoms. It is written 3H2, that means 6 hydrogen atoms are provided by this reaction, and you will get here CH3NH2. This oxygen atom is released from here and the hydrogen is there, and these 2 oxygen atoms along with the 4 hydrogen atoms remaining here, it will form water. So that is your H2O. We will see another example. Suppose if I have nitrobenzene. In this, if the reduction is done, here the condition is changed. When in a nitrobenzene the reduction is done, instead of using these compounds, we will use here either hydrogen or palladium, and that's also in presence of ethanol. So this will give you aniline. And the byproduct is water itself. So this is the first method. Let us see next method. Ammonolysis. What is meant by ammonolysis? It's the process where the breaking of bond between carbon and halogen takes place. That is known as ammonolysis. This process takes place in presence of ethanolic ammonia. See the mechanism. Alkyl halide, when in this ammonia is added, and this is done in presence of ethanol. That's why it is written ethanolic ammonia. The temperature must be provided there. It must be 100 degrees Celsius. Both of them are connected together. There, with the help of lone pair, the alkyl group goes and get connected to the nitrogen. And from here the bond is broken. So one of the electron is transferred to the halide. And here this complex, this intermediate is formed. In this, further the bond breaking takes place and hydrogen and halogen both used to expelled out, minus HX. So as a result of that, we will get first of all primary amine. In this primary amine, one more alkyl halide is added. Again the bond cleavage takes place between the carbon of alkyl group and halogen, and because of that ultimately one hydrogen atom is replaced. So we get from primary amine to secondary amine. If again more alkyl halide is added, then ultimate product will be your tertiary. Till now you study primary, secondary and tertiary amines. There is one more case. If in tertiary amines also excess of alkyl halide is added, then with the help of lone pair, the alkyl part goes and get connected to the nitrogen of the tertiary amines, and a new product, that is tetraalkyl ammonium halide, which we can also call it as quaternary अमोनियम हैलाइड, दैट इज फॉर्म्ड. क्या ध्यान देना है आपको? दो बात. पहली चीज, अगर आपके पास अल्काइल हैलाइड एक्सेस में है, ये 2 3 हमने बार बार उसी को यूज किया. अगर आप ज्यादा से ज्यादा अल्काइल हैलाइड को यूज करते हो तो आपका जो अल्टीमेट प्रोडक्ट होगा दैट विल बी योर क्वाटरनरी अमोनियम हैलाइड्स. बट इफ अमोनिया इज इन एक्सेस, इफ दिस इज इन एक्सेस, then your major product will be always primary amine. Okay, so points to be noted down. Cleavage of carbon halogen bond is ammonolysis. This reaction is a typical example of nucleophilic substitution reaction. If alkyl halide is in excess, then the major product will be your quaternary ammonium halides, and if ammonia is in excess, then the major product will be always your primary amine. Two most important points about the limitation of this reaction, that also you have to keep in mind. The first thing, that this method is not applicable in order to obtain only primary, only secondary, only tertiary products. If it is for ammonia or this primary amine, it's okay, you will continue the mechanism. When you get primary amine, from that point only you stop the reaction. What about the secondary amine? आपको secondary amine चाहिए और आप नहीं चाहते प्राइमरी अमीन बनाना, तो ये मैथड एप्लीकेबल नहीं होता. क्यों? क्योंकि इसमें तो एक मैकेनिज्म, आप फर्स्ट प्राइमरी पाएंगे, तब सेकेंडरी में जाएंगे, तब टर्शियरी में जाएंगे. शॉर्टकट नहीं है. एंड द सेकंड मैकेनिज्म, सेकंड लिमिटेशन ऑफ दिस रिएक्शन, दैट दिस इज नॉट सुटेबल फॉर एरोमेटिक अमीन्स. कारण because they used to show very low reactivity towards the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Kindly pause the video to note down these points. Let us see third method of preparation, that is reduction of nitriles. Nitriles, as you know, those compounds which contains cyanide group. So here the method is that alkane nitriles, when they are taken and the reduction is done. That reduction is done either in the presence of reducing agent like lithium aluminum hydride, or we can use some other reactions where metals can be used as a reducing agent. Here we can take the sodium, when it is added in ethanol, then also the hydrogen atoms are replaced. So that can be the other way. Here in nitrile compounds, the two bonds between the carbon and nitrogen, here we can say the triple bond is there. So the two bonds used to break, and the two hydrogen atoms to each atoms they used to satisfy them, and the respective alkane amines are formed. We'll see some reactions here. Suppose if instead of this alkyl group, if I use CH3CN, that is methane amine. In this, the two bonds used to break in the presence of strong reducing agent like lithium, aluminium hydride, or sodium with ethanol. You will get 4 hydrogen atoms. The two bonds used to break, and you will get here methane amine. Similarly, if we use benzonitrile, if in place of alkyl group, here the benzene group is there and the nitrile group is connected here. The mechanism is similar here. Here also, two bonds out of these 3 bonds they used to break in presence of the same reducing agent. Here you will get benzyl nitrile. There already one C is there, CH2 it will become, and NH2. So this will be your benzyl nitrile. Please note down these points. Pause the video and note down. Now the next method of preparation is reduction of amides. Amides, the compounds having carbonyl group in between. One side the NH2 is also present here. There also the reduction is done in order to obtain primary amines. This method is useful for preparation of primary amines. So what is the mechanism here? What we used to do, amides we used to take, and then the reduction is done with the help of stronger reducing agents. Like this one here, we are using aluminium, lithium, aluminium hydride. So when it will provide you 4 hydrogen atoms as it is written in the formula. So you will get, suppose if I take CH3 CO NH2, this is your primary amide. This case, when I add this strong reducing agent, you will get 4 hydrogen atoms. 4 hydrogen atoms, where they will go? This bond used to break, and the 2 carbon atoms, this carbon atom having 2 electrons with this, so that it will form your R CH2 NH2. 4 hydrogen atoms were given, 2 were satisfying 2 electrons of carbon, and the 2 more along with the oxygen, they are expelled out as water. तो क्या हुआ इसमें कि पहली चीज कि आपने जो अमाइड ग्रुप यूज किया उसमें जितने आपके पास कार्बन एटम्स थे, यहाँ हमने मिथाइल लिया तो यहाँ भी हम मिथाइल ही लिखेंगे, जितने कार्बन एटम्स आपके अमाइड में थे उतने ही कार्बन एटम्स आपके अमीन में भी रहेंगे, and you will get primary amine. One more example, if I take, suppose here also hydrogen atom is replaced by an alkyl group like CH3 CO NH. Instead of this, one more hydrogen atom here, I can write CH3. Same mechanism, stronger reducing agent is there, and the bond will split from here. So here you have to add what? H2. So what product you will get here? CH3, CH2, NH, and CH3. And again the byproduct will be water. So this was about the reduction of amides. Now the next method of preparation is Gabriel's phthalimide reaction. What is that? First of all, keep in mind that this method is used only for the preparation of primary amines. The raw material that we are going to use, that will be your phthalimide. What is phthalimide? Wherein the 2 carbonyl groups are present and both of them are combinedly connected with NH. So this is your phthalimide. Here, in presence of alcoholic potassium hydroxide like KOH plus C2H5OH, when it is added here, from this the potassium, as you know, this potassium is more reactive than hydrogen. So it replaces hydrogen from phthalimide, and the compound form, new compound form, that will be your potassium phthalimide. In this potassium phthalimide, we used to add alkyl halide. Here I am using ethyl bromide. when this is used to add the potassium atom, this is replaced by alkyl group, and we get this potassium along with the bromine. So the byproduct will be your potassium bromide. The new compound formed here, it is your N-ethyl phthalimide. Earlier it was potassium phthalimide, now it is ethyl phthalimide. In this, when the excess of water is added, what we used to see that here with the carbonyl group, the OH group is connected, alcoholic group, that OH is connected to this one also, to this one also, and here C2H5N, with that the two hydrogen atoms are also connected. So the product will be C2H5NH2. Here it is written C2H5NH2. The final product will be your primary amine, and here it was phthalic acid. So kindly pause the video and note it down. Now the last method of preparation, that is Hoffman's bromamide reaction. This is very important reaction. Mostly in exams it is asked as named reaction also. What is that? Let us see. In amides, here we are taking primary amide. In this, when bromine is added in presence of excess of potassium hydroxide, reaction is carried out at 343 Kelvin. So what happened here? This here alkyl group with amide. This gives us primary amine. Definitely the byproducts will be there. Potassium along with the bromine. This used to form one product, salt, potassium bromide. Remaining two atoms of potassium, it used to form another salt, that is potassium bromide, potassium carbonate, and water is also formed. Let us take an example for this reaction. If it is your CH3CO NH2, in this we are adding bromine and potassium hydroxide. Products will be CH3NH2, that is methane amine, primary amine, and the byproducts will be salt and water. For this we can use alkyl group, not only alkyl group, aryl groups can also be there. Instead of this, if it is here methyl group, benzene group, CO NH2. This case also, if bromine is added in presence of potassium hydroxide, you will get aniline. Here it was your methane amine, and here it is aniline, and the byproducts will be as it is. Here the method of preparations are over.